Minority Leader Chris Duenas has been pushing hard for administration officials to defend why the public health emergency that Governor Leon Guerrero has kept in place for more than 2 years now should continue. Public Health Human Services Administrator Tess Arcangel says one reason is the loss of supplemental SNAP funding, which just got a 90-day extension.
It will cost Guam roughly $7 million if we end the PHE.
But Duenas countered that Hawaii's governor issued a narrow emergency declaration that allows for allotments in his state to continue. Duenas also pushed Civil Defense Director David Cruz for his justification.
So I'm asking you, Mr. Cruz, do you have a document, a black and white, as we call it in the government, that states that you will lose $16 million if the state is not in a state of public health emergency?
I will have to get back to you. I think I would have to consult with FEMA and our legal folks in order to answer that question.
Madam Speaker, I just want to put this on the record during this round. I think it will be impossible to move forward, but I will continue without that information. That is critical information, Madam Speaker.
Then there was Public Health Incident Commander Fernando Esteves, who said while ending the emergency won't have a direct effect on funding, it will have one operationally.
So if the public health emergency were to end abruptly, regardless of whether funding was available by the federal government or not, the governor's activation and her authority as the commander-in-chief, my understanding, ends immediately. And so that's a very big concern operationally.
Meanwhile, Republican Senator Joanne Brown said at some point the federal largesse will come to an end. So what's the exit plan, she asked, because they've not seen or heard of one.
I hear from your perspective why you want to hold on to it. But overall, in terms of our community and in order to recover and move forward, because we do have an economy to rebuild here. Gamco Sam is generous as he's been. I doubt we'll continue to just fund and fund and fund and fund because we want to extend the process of receiving the money.
To which Public Health Director Art San Augustine said it won't be so much an exit plan, but a pivot.
We have scaled back the quarantine situation at the processing at the airport. Air travelers now, there is no quarantine. We've scaled back on and closed out the quarantine site. So there's a transition. And we hope this transition and the road we're going down, this path we're going through, continues. I don't know that we'll ever exit from this virus or any other public health emerging infectious diseases that we may encounter.
For KOAM News, I'm Nestor Lecanto.